Go. Good. Morning, everyone. How are you doing? Whoops. Thought I was farther than that. It is I, your old pal RK Stud, back from a triumphant return to karaoke. And let me just set this up for you because I was certainly surprised. Hello, Kiki. Come on in. We're doing YouTube time. Thursday morning, my friend John texted me. Well, sent me a text through Facebook Messenger. Hey, so and so is looking for you. Like, okay. So I was like, all right. And I said, well, what do they want? And he texted me back their number, and I texted them. I was a little shocked. Because this person and I we've been friends, we've been enemies. It's a love-hate, frenemy type situation. I think I've alleged that they've done stuff to me in the past. I can't prove that. I will admit that and be the bigger person in this one. But he texted, Barnesy texted me, and he's like, hey, well, no, if you want to go to karaoke. And my first instinct was, A, keep my guard up, but B, I also was like, fuck yeah. Excuse my language. It was like, I hadn't gone karaoke in such a long time. You all know that, watch this, that I have a playlist of me doing songs from karaoke. That was way back then. That was, 2007, 2008, 2009. And unfortunately, we had to take my friend Tony along to record songs. He had at that time, it was just a camera, a video camera. You could only get one song on each time. Fast forward 2026, you have cameras that you can record as many as you need. And something that I've been wanting to get back into karaoke and putting them performances up because, hey, it's me. Y'all can laugh. I know I'm not the greatest of singers, but I have fun. And that's all that matters. So, anyway, I was like, yeah, Barnes, let's go. I'm down for it. And I'm glad I had that attitude because after he came to pick me up, he just lives right around the corner, thank God. He said some things that I was surprised at. And it's like, okay, well, you didn't have to apologize. You didn't have to make amends. Everything's cool. It's always been cool with me. I mean, I will be first to admit that I'm not the first person that just gives a person a second, third, fourth, fifth chance. Somehow just Barnesy does it. I don't know. Yeah, no, I'm not gay for him. Don't get your ideas all mixed up. But 9 times out of 10, I'm just not that trusting of a person once you've betrayed me or anything like that. That's just how I am. So, back and forth, he gets everything out of the way, and I'm like, well, there was nothing to really apologize for. We're cool. We have the love-hate thing. No big deal. Also, as a Christian, Jesus Christ says we're supposed to forgive. But for me, there was nothing to forgive. It was nothing, nothing for me to forgive. It's just the nature of how our friendship and history works. I mean, I get down to it. He's a decent guy. And so, hey, we're driving, we're talking, and we're just talking about things, catching up, health issues with my life and certain things, and, getting back on all that. And some things he told me I was quite shocked at. But anyway, enough of that. So we get to the Bears Den in Tiffin, Ohio. And Madman had been there before once, and he just said it was kind of, in his eyes, his opinion of it, it was just kind of little downtrodden, a little sketchy. But we get there. I get in, and I'm like, doesn't seem too bad. I thought it was kind of small, and then after we went to the side to where the karaoke's at, I'm kind of like, all right. This next room had dartboards and all that, and I'm like, are we doing karaoke here? This is kind of small. Then we get to a third area. There's the pool table, or tables. I wasn't really looking that way. I just know there was one pool table. And then there's a nice, decent room for karaoke. And I'm like, all right. Doesn't look too bad to me. So we're waiting. We meet up some of the other people that I'd never seen before. See, 3 girls. Two of them sang most of the night alongside me and Barnsey. Not with us, but in the rotation. So that was pretty cool. They sung pretty good. Then the other guy, he was seems like a decent dude. He kind of, his first song was Kiss Lick It Up, and oh my god. You know me, I'm a Kiss fan. You've already known I've done some Kiss songs up there. I want to do more. And you just saw that I did Psycho Circus. If you've seen down in the videos that I've uploaded from tonight. He just butchered Lick It Up. Just, oh my god. Off key. Wasn't matching with the words. I'll shut up about him. And since it had been a long time for me, it's been years since singing with Jeff. Well, let me back up because sorry, screwed that up. So we're waiting on Jeff to get there, Spanky. And I had also took with me Ace Frehley's latest CD because in October I had bought me and Jeff tickets to see Ace play in Tippin. However, and VIP tickets, and unfortunately Ace passed before the concert. And I had also bought us 2 copies of Ace's latest CD. And it was like, cool. It means I can give him my gift, and we're waiting, and I'm sitting in the corner where he can't really see me when he enters. He sees everybody else, sees John, looks at me and does a double take. Hey! I'm like, yes, it is I. So we're just sitting there. He's setting up everything for the night, the list, and I'm like, he had somebody. Who do you have go first? He had one of the girls go first, and then in the rotation was me, and I'm like, second? Because it had been a while for me to do karaoke. Like I said, like that whole time I'm thinking, well, what should I do to kind of get the ball rolling? Because I don't know how everyone else sings. I don't want to be that bad of a person. Thank God there was someone else. So I went for one that was tried and true, and one of my, I think is one of my better ones, is Foreigner's Cold as Ice. So we did that, and then, then the guy, Bowler, and then the other girls, and then both girls together, and then did they do another song with a friend of theirs that was there for a little while? I forget. And then back to the one girl, then back to me, and all the songs that you see going down, well, the last one, when you go down, that was the first one that I did. That would be Loverboy's Loving Every Minute of It. One I've done before. I'm like, all right, let's get this one out because I wanted to do it. And then rotation again. Me, Archie's Sugar Sugar. I had to. As a comic book geek and a nerd, Archie's is one of my favorite bands. I'll admit that. Rotation back again. Oh, and John was fourth, by the way. Every time. So me, Bowler, then John, then the girls, and then back to me, Bowler, John, for a little while. And then Bowler left, so then it's just the rotation was the girls, me, John, girls, me, John. Girls, me, John. 7 times exactly. So after Sugar Sugar, my next song was a brand new one. And, since it was just that sort of laid back, fun atmosphere for the night, it was a good night just to get out of the songs that I just normally do. I've got maybe 100 songs on Jeff's karaoke list that I performed throughout the years. Heavily 2007 till 9, 10, 11, somewhere around there. So there's plenty more hopefully to come. Yeah, plenty more to come, huh, Kit Kat? And so then, like I said, it was just a night for trying some stuff. So I happened just to try Def Leppard's "Women" because that's been on my playlist lately. That is a unappreciated song. I really love "Women" in my life too. Yeah. And then we go around. My next song was "Psycho Circus." Then we go around. Then I think I did Paul Carrack's "Don't Shed a Tear." That was also a new one. Yeah, and then went through the round again. And then before my last song was up, I asked Jeff, I said, "Jeff, do you want me to do New Kids on the Block, The Right Stuff, or do you want me to do La Vida Loca?" He wanted the right stuff, so I did. And there's a little bit more people in there towards the end, just sitting there and whooping it up, and pure electric sex was in the air that night. Let's just put it that way. I love it. I wish I would have gotten that intro in for at least for the first song. I'm gonna have to have just next time I go, which there will be a next time. Should be. Tripod's gonna be coming along with the camera, so we're gonna just set up so where no one can hold the camera. Because I asked the bartender, I said, well, I'm a small YouTube creator. Because I may be big, but my content's 1,800 videos, but I'm just a small YouTuber. Yeah, we're just a small YouTuber with 881 subscribers, which is really cool. So I asked her about it, and she said, "Should be all right. Are you going to film anyone?" I said, "No, I'll just be me." Or, if I happen to be singing a duet with someone or singing with someone, if they want to, hey, fine, I'll record them too. But I said, I'm not going to put anybody on that doesn't want to be on. I said, it's just mainly me. She said she didn't have a problem with it. And then Friday morning, I Facebook messaged the owner of the bar, and I asked him, and he said I had to check with Jeff, and I already knew it was okay with Jeff, but I was like, all right, he didn't mind holding it for Sugar, so, but I will double check, and I did, and Jeff said go right ahead, which I already knew. Not that I'm just that competent. I know Spanky's allowed me to record before, so he has no problem with it. If Spanky doesn't have a problem with it, I don't have a problem with it. So, after that, we were all done. At home, I uploaded the songs and had a little snack and went to bed. And about, what would we say, after 2? Yeah, after 2, because you were mad at me because I stayed out. Yeah. Woke up at a little bit after 7 and was just dead tired yesterday. Yeah, I know. I went out. I know. I know you're still mad at that. I don't know how to make it up to you, sweetheart. Anyway, just dead tired yesterday, and that even included being on my feet and going with Mom to walk the dog at Hayes Presidential Center, and I was just dead tired. I was just so tired. I fell asleep on our Friday shows. We watched Fire Country and Sheriff Country and Boston Blue. That's alright though. Anyway, let me know what songs, if you made it this far, what songs you want to possibly hear me butcher and or try to do my best. We'll put it that way. And if it's in my range, that's fine. As you can tell, some of the music, I kind of do. I do a little bit of 60s. I know there's Strawberry Alarm Clocks, Incense and Peppermints I want to do yet. There's some 70s stuff, like Foreigner, Kiss, that type of stuff. Def Leppard. I've still got to get Poison in. Maybe some Scorpions. Maybe Warrant, Cherry Pie. Maybe some country. Like some Tim McGraw. Maybe Jason Aldean. There you have it. That's exactly what we had. We had some fun going back, and it's been something that I've been wanting to get back and put on this channel for a long time. So, there'll be some more karaoke videos coming up. Don't you worry. Enough for you to laugh or throw up or block. Whatever you want to do. Everyone, thanks for the likes, the shares, and the subscriptions, right? Right, Kiki? Now she's quiet. Y'all have a good time, good weekend. Talk to you soon. Right, Kiki?